Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Greystone travel. You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Now. Check three.
They'll run on first down. It's Potter, and he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there out of Cook, and even 50 yards on the ground. They'll run for it with Cook. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
You got tape. You got tape.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
60 on.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Let's go.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Right back to him on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Wilson with a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go. Get it.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I don't even know why this team showed up. Alert 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to let this go for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The 27-yard line.
From the 27, Jackson got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. On 1st down, Wilson. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
On second down, it's Hunt. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Now it's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on second down. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. Open man here is Foster. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action.
10-2 stop. Check nickel. Look at me, zipper. Hey, Echo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got him.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 for the 45. Now Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
Second and 7 at the
From just shy of midfield, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On third down, here's Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
48, Mike. 48.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Jackson, and this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Switch gears. Hey, box drop. Slam. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? If they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles, they've got to go back out there and play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
61, Matchbox Light. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under 10.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Going for the deep ball. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Jackson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm scared.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. That's
They run right side with Hunt. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down now, it's Potter. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Give them 2 yards. That sets them up 1st and goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Daniel Jones taking it in. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead. Then